Giannis's brother was called a monkey in Greece? Watch the whole video to find out. From being a skinny unknown from a foreign land, built like a Tootsie Pop, to hitting the NBA with a storm, Giannis Antetokounmpo has worked and developed himself into the NBA's reigning Finals MVP. So here are 6 things to know about the Milwaukee forward and his path to the NBA. At number 6, he was a young man with no country. Giannis's parents moved from Lagos, Nigeria to Athens, Greece in search of a better life. They were undocumented at that time because it's pretty hard to get citizenship in Greece, and it's even harder for black people to get citizenship because of racism. Like, come on man, it's the 21st century. Apparently, children of undocumented immigrants in Greece are required to apply for citizenship at age 18, and Giannis and his brothers didn't have legal status either in Nigeria or in their new country. By the time Giannis was able to choose, he already was a basketball sensation. So yeah, when Giannis became popular in basketball, he was a stateless person with no legal status in Greece and nor in Nigeria, which is just sad considering how much the poor guy had to struggle to get his place in the world. More on this will be discussed later on in this video. At number 5, Giannis struggled for Greece citizenship. He's known best as the Greek Freak, a basketball player of such transcendent ability that he has become celebrated as the face of the country of his birth. Yet for most of his life, growing up in Greece, Giannis was considered a foreigner. As the son of African immigrants, he was perpetually vulnerable to attacks by racist militants and to threats of deportation to Nigeria, a country he had never visited. As Giannis now commands the stage in the NBA playoffs as the best player on the Bucks, the top-seeded team in the Eastern Conference, his fellow African immigrants in Greece are watching with rapt attention. His story of the tale of a teenager who could barely dribble, turning himself into one of the more supreme basketball players on the planet, is the source of admiration and joy. Yet, it has also caused for bitter reflection on the enduring discrimination suffered by his community. Many lament that Giannis's experiences have become fodder for a fairy tale about Greek life in which his struggles have been edited out. Until recently, even the children of African immigrants who were born here found it difficult to secure legal residency, let alone citizenship. Their stateless status denied them national healthcare, civil service jobs, and access to sports leagues. Giannis only gained Greek citizenship 6 years ago, just as he was about to go to New York for the NBA draft. And Giannis was only given Greek citizenship in order to prevent him from traveling to New York as a Nigerian. Oof. At number 4, he faced racism in Greece. When Antetokounmpo was still an ordinary mortal, he was seen as just another migrant in Greece illegally. Now that he's a basketball star, he's becoming the ambassador for Greece. But Greek citizens are usually engineers, doctors, and all kind of professionals, and the Greek state doesn't really recognize them, so why does it take being a basketball talent? Well, white people in Greece now embrace Giannis, claiming him as one of their own, and reviling in the nickname as a Q for flag waving. But that's not how things were when Giannis used to live there. He was faced with serious racism because of the color of his skin, and many people looked down on him no matter what. A 27-year-old Greek-born daughter of African-born parents, Jackie Abulemon, said, quote, "They now put him on a pedestal, but the same person cheering Giannis could swear at me on the road. There's still a very big sense of invisibility, of not being recognized as existing. What Giannis represents is important for the younger kids growing up now, but I do feel slightly disappointed in how certain histories and certain identities have been put aside. He isn't publicly identified as a black Greek. Things are so weird for black people in Greece that a Greek television sports commentator called Giannis's older brother, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, who plays for one of Greece's premier basketball teams, a quote, monkey, and that is just straight up disgusting. On this matter, Giannis said, quote, "My brothers and I are Greek Nigerian. If anyone doesn't like it, that's their problem." Shout out to him for facing all this stuff and still being a great player and person at heart. At number 3, he was almost not picked for basketball. Nepotism was very common in Greece, which made it quite difficult for black players to penetrate the ranks of Greek basketball. And with all the racism going on, they weren't given that much of a value from the higher authorities because they didn't consider the black children playing basketball, quote, worthy. Well, how did the great Giannis come out of that trench? Well, Giannis' chance came through Spyros Valenitiadis, who is widely credited with discovering his raw potential. Veliniatis played high school basketball in Florida as an exchange student. After he assumed the head coaching duties for the junior squad of a team in the middling ranks of Greek amateur basketball back in 2007, he began walking neighborhoods full of African immigrants looking for children who appeared likely to fill out and grow tall. But he was most interested in body language. He said, quote, "The most important thing is to have a perception, street smarts, and I look at people's eyes. Are they active and engaged? This is my scouting report." One day during the spring season, he walked into a playground in the Sapolia neighborhood and caught sight of a 13-year-old boy who checked all the boxes. Giannis and his two younger brothers were running around chasing each other. The coach was transfixed. He recalled, quote, "I could see that Giannis had real skills in changing direction. He had huge hands and a frame that looked poised to grow. Quote, it was like something stopped me from the sky. The moment I saw him, lightning struck me." He said he asked Giannis to get to his mother, who then was cleaning houses. When she arrived, he made her an offer. He would find the parents jobs paying 800 euros per month if Giannis would come and play basketball for him. Because at that time, African people didn't value basketball that much, so he had to bribe them to get Giannis to even play. Wow, that's a pretty crazy story, guys. Just for that, make sure to leave a like on this video. Alright, back to the video. At number 2, working hard from the start. Charles and Veronica Antoninkupo moved from Lagos, Nigeria to Athens, Greece in search of a better life for their sons named Francis, Thanasis, Giannis, Kostas, and Alex. That meant a lot of mouths to feed. Making ends meet wasn't easy for Giannis' parents after they moved to Greece. Recognizing that their parents could use support, Giannis and his brother Thanasis became resourceful and took matters into their own hands. When they were still young, Giannis and his older brother Thanasis started selling watches, bags, sunglasses, and other items to help their family get by. Giannis said in a February 2018 interview, quote, "I was selling stuff probably since I could remember, like when I was 6 or 7 years old. I was always out there helping my mom and dad sell watches, glasses, CDs, DVDs, stuff like that. Whatever we could put our hands on. I did it until I was around 17, but I was just doing it because I had to. There was no other option." And finally, at number 1, sorrows of the lost. Giannis and Kobe Bryant always had a long and fruitful connection. When Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi and 8 others perished in a January 26, 2020 helicopter crash in Southern California, Giannis dealt with grief beyond the NBA communities at large. He chose his words carefully when he did share his thoughts a day later. He said, quote, "How did Kobe inspire me? Well, just work hard, be fearless, and don't really care about what people have to say about you. Just go out there, do your job, and have a smile on your face while doing it. You're going to have to sacrifice a lot of family time, obviously, to play this game, but your family knows why you were put on this earth, why you play this game, which is to provide for them because that's what you're born to do." Well guys, that's it for today's video. Let us know what you guys think about the stuff Giannis had to face in the comment section down below. We hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time.